Okay, so 5-2, here we go. Some questions where you're only doing some of some lists. Next time we do this, you want to have a little bit more going on the lists here. One is periods. If you have a periodic table handy, you can see that the periodic table right here is labeled that these are the periods. The periods count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what do they tell you? What else counts 1 through 7? From last chapter. The energy levels. So the period tells you the energy level. Then there's 18 vertical columns. Those are called groups. So if you have a periodic table handy, you can see that all 18 of these across, they're labeled groups. The groups go 1 to 18. We'll talk about that in a minute. 5 groups that they mentioned were the alkali metals, A-L-K-A-L-I. I'm not grading spelling, but that's similar to the next word, which is alkaline, A-L-K-A-L-I-N-E, earth metals. If you want to be a helpful neighbor, write all 5 of these so the person doesn't have to, but if you don't want to be helpful, we make them earn it. But next time we do this, you'll want all 5 of those. Chalcogens is the third one. The CH gets pronounced like a K. C-H-A-L-C-O-G-E-N-S. Halogens are semi-famous, H-A-L-O-G-E-N-S.
Wait, what was
And
that?
the halogens, H-A-L-O-G-E-N-S, looks like halo gems. And then the most famous of all, which we've already had a few times, is the noble gases, N-O-B-L-E gases. So today we're just looking to name 2 of those. Next time you see this, I'll want all 5 of those. 5, there's a thing called the lanthanide series, L-A-N-T-H-A-N-I-D-E series. If they L-A-N-T-H-A-N-I-D-E series. If your periodic table is handy, they're labeled. At some point, the table would get so wide you can't fit them across. Like the table would be like double wide. So what they do is they interrupt after, where does it fall? After number 57. Like the periodic table that I gave you, the one in the book, it skips from 57 to 72 because it's too wide. So all of these get spilled down a row. Likewise, the actinide series spills down a row. That's the stuff between 90 to 103. Also acceptable for an answer in here would be rare earth elements. The rare earth elements are in the news. That's something people mine for. They're very valuable because they are rare. That's the name. So China has a lot of those. Some other countries have them. Some countries don't. But the rare earth elements, they're valuable commodities.
So can they be part of the 2 groups? Is that what you're saying?
No, the rare earth elements, I would have taken that as an answer for number 5. It's actually a synonym for the lanthanide series, is the rare earth elements. But if somebody didn't say lanthanide and they didn't say actinide and they said rare earth, I'd give the point today for rare earth. 6 is representative. That's not on the table. 7 is transition. That is written on the periodic table. So this wouldn't be a good quiz to let you handle a periodic table while you took it, because a lot of the answers are written all over the periodic table. But first 7, those were our new things. Question about first 7.
You say number 7 again.
7 again is transition. Anything first 7? You can just drop that off up toward the front here, and then there's one for you in the back. I could talk to you about it, but not right this second. Just drop it off with Nicole. I'll get it from her.
So you said 6. You're saying 7 is transmission.
7 is transition. T-R-A-N-S-I-T-I-O-N. 6 was representative. Question about new words from reading. 8 is the 1860s. 9 is Meyer versus Mendeleev. Mendeleev was better. He left gaps for half a point. He predicted new elements for half a point. 13 is the atomic number. 14 is the periodic law. And then we're out. Question about scoring that thing at all? 5-2. Okay. So up next, It's now maybe worthwhile to get a little bit of a head start on the homework. There's only, like I said yesterday, one homework assignment this chapter, but it's like fairly big by the time we get there. Based on the next assignment, it's like 1 A to N, 2 A to E, 3 to 16, and a chapter quiz. So there's like a lot of stuff in there that would come due on Tuesday. So for Monday, if you wanted to now, the 1 A to J is all within your knowledge base. The 2 A to D is all within your knowledge base. That would be a worthwhile thing to maybe just get rid of it so that when Monday more stuff gets added on, you don't have the whole thing. Well, that's up to you. 5.3 is our read, and the chapter ends at 5.3. So there will be a 5.3B quiz. There will be a 5.3 test. Talk about that next week. But in terms of 5.3, there's 5 points from the reading, one of which I think you know.
Is it 5 new points?
5 new points. There's only one of those 5 points are like super highlighted into the margin. So I mean, you're looking to actual read and look for italics or things like that maybe. But as you read 5.3, there's 5 points out of that. Compared to today, from 8 down stays the same. Those questions are in their permanent form that won't ever change. Instead of number 1, I'll ask you a 3-part question. How many rows are there? 7. What are they called? Periods. And what does the row number tell you that we already discussed within this period? The energy levels. So how many rows are there? What are they called? What does the row number tell you? 3-point question replaces number 1. 3-point question also replaces number 2. So how many columns are there? 18. Those are called nope. Groups. Also families is acceptable, but groups is preferred. And then here's something we didn't talk about. What do the elements in the same column have in common?
Same valence.
That is true, but not what I'm hunting.
It's like the character, is it the characteristics?
What kind of characteristics?
Same chemical property.
They have the same chemical properties. What was an example of a chemical property?
Like ability to react with something.
To react with something else. So if I told you, grab a periodic table so we can talk. If I say fluorine can combine with sodium, where is fluorine? Find it.
Is that F? It's number 9.
It is number 9. So if fluorine can combine with sodium, who else could combine with sodium?
Chlorine?
Chlorine,
Bromine?
bromine,
Iodine.
iodine, and whatever that is. Astatine, I think. What's another example of a chemical property?
Ability to burn.
It can burn. So hydrogen can burn. So if hydrogen can burn, lithium can burn, sodium can burn, potassium can burn, and then maybe we run out of knowing what those are. I don't think we learned rubidium. I don't think we learned cesium, and I don't think we learned francium, and I think that's what those are, but like, it is what it is.
Is francium found in France?
Probably. It's a fair guess. I don't know, but that seems reasonable. So that question, somebody said, what was that question? That question was, how many columns are there? 18. What are they called? Groups. And what do the elements in that column have in common? They have similar chemical properties. You can just drop that off in the front row and I'll get it. You'll have to name all 5 groups. Someday, for extra credit, you can tell me the numbers, but tomorrow's not that day yet. Or do I want to do that? I don't know. Do you want to do that for tomorrow, or you want to do that for the big quiz?
What?
Yeah, you want to do that.
I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, we can
You want to do it for Monday? Okay, so Monday, I'll give you extra credit on Monday if you do the group numbers. Just drop it off. Yeah, just keep dropping off.
I think I got it right this time.
So alkali metals, we already wrote on the paper. Does anybody know where the alkali metals are?
Alkaline 1.
It is regular number 1, and I'd also want you to say Roman numeral 1A. Every column has like a double name, so I'll want both of the double names because I'm greedy like that on the extra credit. So Roman numeral 1A, regular number 1, that's our alkali metals. Alkaline earth metals
Roman numeral 3.
is not.
13.
2A in Roman numerals, or just standard number 2 in standard numbers. Anybody know where the chalcogens are?
Wait. Where is it?
Alkaline earth metals were Roman numeral 2A, and like that's regular number 2.
16.
Chalcogens is 16 in the regular numbers, which the alternative identity is,
VI.
which is
VI.
6A, which is VI in Roman numerals. Halogens,
17.
17, which is
7.
7A. And then the noble gases,
Is that 18?
18, which is
8A?
8A. We used the Roman numerals before. What did they tell you?
How many electrons?
What kind of electrons?
Valence.
Valence electrons is what the Roman numerals tell you as well, but that's not a quiz question. That's just a helpful fact to not forget. Question about the 5 groups, bonus points for the numbers.
How did you find where the 5 groups are?
You just memorize them. They're just like, these are the alkali metals are this group 1. 2 is alkaline earth metals, but it's not labeled on the chart. There's no way the chart could tell you. You just have to like memorize where they are, which group is which. The noble gases are all the way to the right. The halogens are their neighbor, and the chalcogens is the neighbor of the halogen. 5 becomes a 2-point question with an extra credit. I'll want both series. So lanthanide, Lanthanide, and actinide, Actinide. And then for bonus point, I'll do the synonym. Which one had the synonym? Lanthanide. What is the synonym? Rare earth elements. So rare earth elements is lanthanide. 6 stays the same, 7 stays the same, no differences there. We noticed other days, the Roman numerals, there's A's and B's. So the A columns are just called representative elements, the B columns are called transition elements. The B columns, unsurprisingly, are found in the middle of the table. Then 2 new questions, and if you look at the periodic table, it's fairly evident which ones are the short periods.
It's only 1 and 2.
And
Oh, it's 2 and 3.
it's 2 and 3. 1 is so short it doesn't even count. But 2 and 3 are called the short periods because visually you can see they're short. And then the long periods must be 4, 5, 6, and 7. So short periods are 2 and 3. There's just not as much stuff in them. The long periods are 4, 5, 6, 7. Grand total of that grew to 31. The day after that is to 30. So somehow the 5 questions like don't all live on, and they get a little bit, something gets a little bit shortened up. So the biggest quiz of the chapter is actually the Monday one. Looks like it goes to 30. Oh, here's why. You also read a box. I almost forgot that. There'd be, looks like a couple points, 2 points off the box. So keep reading till you see a blue box about chlorine. If you read a box about chlorine, there's 2 points about chlorine. That's why the last quiz is shorter. I ditched the chlorine question, keep everything else, and it shrinks from 31 to 30 because of that transaction. But Monday, you have an opportunity there to get off to a fantastic start. I gave you 6 bonus points. So if you come out of the gate with first day 37 out of 31, you're going to be cooking for a while off of that. Not to mention the fact if you knew it all Monday, you already know everything Tuesday, and you're in a good position for the test later in the week. So put something into that one. That grew a decent bit, but that's handy. You might want to ask this. The answer to me would be an obvious no, but I'll explicitly say the answer is no. Can we grab the periodic table while we're doing this quiz? No, because the answers are like written all over the table. So if you get familiar enough with this table over time, you're going to start to be able to like picture it a little bit. But if you have an opportunity to use it, look at it, and let the words and whatnot soak in. But no, you can't use a periodic table to take this quiz. We're looking to go memory on it. But the table is quite an invention. Anything to clear up as to what we're working on and toward? So shutting that down.